history of this castle is extraordinary. We've had experts here from some really leading institutions come, and we had a massive dig here. I would not realise that up here on this site we would find a flint during that dig, which shows man has been here on this site since 8000 BC. We've got the Romans here as well. This is not a battle site for the Romans, but we're very near Uttoxeter and Roster. Both of those are Roman names. This castle was built very early on after the conquest. Work was underway to build an enormous castle here. By the way, the first castle was almost entirely made of wood. They were, because they're quick to get up. The castle actually fell after a great battle of Burton Bridge in the 14th century. And as a result of that falling, the castle then went into royal hands and has remained in royal hands ever since. It's just one small matter of someone called Oliver Cromwell. He's the one who smashed the castle to pieces. It was his orders that brought this castle to its knees. Hello, good evening to everybody. My name is Lesley Smith and I'm a historian and curator of Tutbury Castle, which is where the group find themselves tonight. And I've been lucky enough to be the curator here for 20 years, in fact 21 seasons. So it's with great joy that I welcome you here and stand by. I think we're in for a fun evening. We've had a thunderstorm already. My role here at the castle is that I'm, in fact, a lessee. That means I lease the castle as well as look after its interests. And those interests are making sure, first and foremost, that the public who arrive are safe and well and enjoying themselves and making the most out of the castle. As well as that, I'm really interested in making sure that the history is the right history and not making up as you go along. And in fact, a lot of properties suffer with that. And so we've gone to a lot of trouble here to make sure that people get the very best history we can possibly give them with the most up-to-date information that we have. So my work is looking after the living, as you can hear, and the dead. So respect for the people who've lived here before and let their lives have some brightness and real life when I speak to groups. Part of the time, in fact a lot of the time, I spend in costume being people of the other years. So they are people like Elizabeth I, Mary Queen of Scots. I play 12 different women, which sounds like I need a good psychiatrist. But the truth of the matter is, I think there's such a thing as living history. And that's what I'm interested in, giving everybody the opportunity to find out what real life was like, whether it was 500 years ago, 2,000 years ago, or indeed during the war. So all of these things are what I'm interested in. And by the way, when I say the war, well, we've seen a few here. Ghost hunting has always been part of the castle here. In fact, I found evidence of 1838, a penny dreadful, which is a bit like a sort of tabloid, if you like. And it talks about the ghosts here, and it talks about what wonders there are to be found. No wonder people are fascinated by ghosts. The history is remarkable. And tonight, maybe someone might reach through the wall of time and tap us on the shoulder. Certainly, I said no such thing as ghosts when I first came. I quickly changed my mind within about a fortnight when things started to show themselves. Not necessarily figures, but sounds, light, movement, and a sense that there is someone so clear in the room, you're sure a friend has just walked in. And you look round and there's just a fleeting glance. And now I'm going to talk to you, if I may, about the history. Come and join me, because I believe passionately that if you're ghost hunting, you've got to know something about what you're looking for. But first of all, I'd like to talk about the site itself. We're 150 foot up, at its highest point, above the green Dove Valley. In the distance, the Derbyshire Hills. It's a beautiful spot, and there's a lovely church nearby. It's a classic English place, at the heart of England. We're very close to the real heart of England here. And the people that live in the surrounding areas, some of them have had associations for centuries with the castle in one form or another, because it was really huge. This castle's so magnificent, the greatest names in English history having been here, some of the great medieval kings with foaming beards and crowns aplenty, and John of Gaunt and the Black Prince. Henry VIII as a very young king striding in here. He would have come into this room that we're in. Mary, Queen of the Scots, that agonising creature who I don't doubt for a minute will come into the things that we investigate during the course of the evening. All of these wonderful people here. Charles I here. Edward II here. So many great names. And now to ghosts. The ghosts here, I say they go back a long way. Most of the ghosts here are seen by people when they least expect it. When I first took this over, I'd heard the worst stories. I wasn't sure I was going to accept any of them. There's a boy sits on the stairs and others to a Frenchman. Oh, the foreigner. Now, he's called the foreigner, but you see, what people don't realise is, unless you live by a port, you know, like London or Liverpool or what have you, because there was no radio or television, we were just not at all used to working out what accents were, do you see? So consequently, a Welshman might be a foreigner, or even someone from Leeds, like you. So it's a very interesting thing that something may be described as that, but actually further investigation. Now, this foreigner's a nasty piece of work. He's dirty, his face is pockmarked. He wears a grey fold over here. Well, they were worn for hundreds of years by all sorts of people. He's got greasy, lank hair, and he is frightening. And he is frightening. And I think it's very important that this group who are here tonight are of good reputation, outstanding reputation, because I know nothing will be faked. So you can be sure, if there are things happening, they really are happening. And I, now, all these years later, have come to terms with those things. I wonder when you've seen tonight's investigation, you'll feel the same. By the way, we might not get anything. You know, Narnia, going through the back of the wardrobe, Narnia's not always there. This place is not tame. This place is real. It's not a ride at a theme park. It's real. But my experience is desire. I'm getting movements. Excuse me while I'm talking to you. There's a lot of movement in the building. The desire to have a link with the dead, but not something creepy or silly, but something just leaning forward and you just catch a moment of life. I wish you the best of luck on this investigation. You've got a lot of history to go for. There's a lot of creaking and banging, and I think you're going to get something. Look out for the lights. I'm never very keen on orbs, you know. I always think orbs are a load of balls, because that's what they are. But if they're blue or red here, then they get interesting. That's when it's really interesting. And if you get, don't ignore it. If you get a great big black shape that comes and stands in front of you, that blocks out your vision, I want you to get out. I have told you, you can come here and investigate, but I'd rather you got out of the building for a while and then come back. So enjoy it. The thrill of ghost hunting will never leave us. We love it. Shakespeare loved it. Talked about it in his plays. We love the thrill of being slightly frightened. But at the same time, this is a proper, dignified investigation. I think you'll enjoy it. Good luck.
So I just came upstairs with CCTV to try and set it up, trying to obviously find a socket for me to plug it in and try and get a good angle of wherever. And I've come up here looking for a light switch, and well, there's not actually a light switch in this room, but I can see a light up there. So there's a light switch here. I turn this on. I know that's toilets, there's not going to be any plugs in there obviously. So I kind of peek around here, have a look, see if there's a socket there, and there's not a socket. As I'm putting back, I'm kind of just thinking to myself, where am I going to plug this in on the camera here? And just from behind me I've heard, because I spoke to myself, I said, oh, there's no sockets there, and I heard like behind me like a, what? Like question, like just, it sounded like what, but I'm not quite sure. But it's like they answered my question by saying, what? Because I don't know what I mean. Spooky.
Right, so what I'd like to know is we're setting up Zoom microphones so that we can cover area for audible. So what's a good location that we can put them in?
Right, I think the best places where I know that there's been activity is certainly here in the Great Hall. And then the other place you can put them is in the King's bedroom. That's very good. Now, at the bottom of the stairs here, one of your colleagues said that she had heard definitely a child's voice. So definitely down there. Now these are quite hot spots, but I don't normally allow cameras to go down to the bottom of these stairs, so that should be quite interesting to see what we're able to pick up. And then the other thing is at the back of the tea room, if you like, there's been movement there. People have seen figures moving around there, so I think you should pick something up there. Now these are just suggestions, you might have your own ideas.
Okay, so we've got CCTV here looking into King's bedroom, that one, isn't it?
Right, that's right.
And then we've got that one over there, which is covering here.
That's all right thing to do.
Okay, Dale, I think you're down there.
Has he done?
He's putting a mic at the bottom of them stairs.
Okay, so we're putting Mike down there. What about in that back corridor where Ben heard the whisper?
What back corridor?
Did you say that there's normally like a voice that's heard there?
Yes, there's two voices that are heard. One is a quite... So that's, oh bloody hell. One was a growling voice, which has been heard by the armour, but whispering of "get out" has been heard and recorded here by people quite clearly. Get out. But as well as that, down that corridor leads to a room where we just put chairs and things like that for events. But I know in that corridor people have had experiences down there, and I think Ben heard something like he asked about something and something said,
Yeah.
what on earth are you talking about? But this whispering, did Ben say if it was a man's voice or I'll ask
Ben, was it a male or female that you heard on the whisper?
You just couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell. It was the whisper.
Just a whisper.
And do you know what? That's typical of this group. You've not embroidered it. You're being honest. You don't know what it was, and that's the best way to be, because then we'll find things. I think where you're positioning things now, you've succeeded doing some of this already. I don't know if you've done all of it, but I think this will work very well, and you'll pick up some unusual things.
Fabulous, thank you.
Audibles, is this one of the better places to get something?
Well, people talk about sounds that, I mean, the King's bedroom is the most, but that corner actually, where I'm painting, that corner over there is where a lot is heard, and also where,
This one here?
yes, and where it's like, and where people have also had a face come to the window here.
From the outside or from the inside?
Both.
Right, okay.
People have seen, really been frightened to see a figure standing in the window there, looking down at them in the day, and I thought it was one of the mannequins, but it wasn't. And also people have had a face come to the window from the outside, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was a tiny whisper. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
So, doing the hub first, taking control, and Wayne blinding you in with my light. And Phil, you're going.
Wayne and myself are going over to the torture chamber.
And Ben, we're going where?
Up the hill to that little
Folly.
folly.
Yeah, okay. Rightio. Okay, here we are, myself and Ben. We've come up the hill to the Folly. It's a bit breezy, but it's not cold. It's actually a very humid, warm evening, but so it's nice to have the breeze.
Hopefully it's not too loud on the camera.
No, hopefully not. We'll see how we get on.
Okay, so this bit is the chapel. And at the back there's the altar. That's it. But we're heading over to this bit here. The big tower, if Wayne can point his torch at it.
Write it down.
23:30.
So we've relocated into the King's bedroom inside. It was just starting to spit a little bit with rain, so we've come out of the elements in here. I know that there's nobody up here in this top half of the building. So Phil and Wayne are still outside, and Jane and Dale are on the hub. So, quite an active room.
What I do know is there's a little girl in the king's bedroom that has been seen and heard and felt by, if I said hundreds of people, I mean hundreds, including psychologists, including doubters. So if you're a doubter, stand by, because you may see her. The little girl, Ellie or Eleanor.
I think this is supposed to be the most active room, this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's when you're in here, stuff happens outside it, or if it's just stuff that happened in here.
I have to say that these two dresses, these mannequins in the corner, are quite spooky looking through the camera.
It's spooky looking without the camera. To see these black figures.
This is the North Tower, but there's no access to the North Tower because it's deemed to be unsafe at the moment. But this is the area we're interested in, this door here. This is the torture chamber, or the area that is called the torture chamber. Okay. Don't know. Yeah, go on. I just thought you were going to leave me there. Right, are we shutting the door?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes.
Anybody here with us? Want to come and say hello? Want to come and say hello? Want to come and say hello?
You know, when it's like in a film where music builds up and then it goes quiet. It feels like something's just about to happen. That's how it feels. Like I'm in a constant state of suspense, like something's about to jump out and scare me.
What did you see?
It looked like someone's arm.
An arm?
Or a leg. Something. Just literally just here.
Right.
Just in and out. And it was before Sara and Ben got up.
So it would have been here?
Yeah, probably down here actually. Oh, no, it'd have been here, yeah. It might be my eyes, but I'm sure I saw something there.
You can't tell me about that, can you? Let's face it, I've seen stuff from my eyes and then nothing on camera.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Hopefully it was on camera. I'd love it if it was there. Because it was before Sara and Ben got up there.
Okay, this is Wayne and myself. Night 1, Vigil 1 of the Are You Haunted Halloween special at Tutbury Castle. And we are in the area that is known as the torture chamber. How are you feeling?
Yeah, okay for now.
That's only because we've been here about 5 seconds.
yeah. Other than we're sat under a loose noose.
A loose noose?
A loose noose.
Do you want to say that again?
Sat under a noose, which is something different.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what happens. Is there anybody here with us? Did you just rock this thing then? Kick it? Did you just bang it?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it felt like somebody kicked it.
No, I'm not. If I did.
Okay. Right. Is there anybody here with us in this torture chamber or this room?
Walk across the room so we can hear your footsteps.
Did you not hear that?
What?
It sounded. It's just the same as always. It's like sounding like a sniff or like that.
Okay.
Came from in there.
Noise behind you just then.
Yeah. Like just after you said you walk across the room, it sounded like just like about a second later.
Okay, so Phil has just heard something outside what sounded like another door. Just heard it again. So I'm just going to turn my torch on. There is another door. We clearly heard. Right, I think it's this sheet metal outside, Phil.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
There. Into. It's not movement or something. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Double tap.
Hmm.
Yeah. Movement.
It's not movement or something.
Movement.
It's not movement or something. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Double tap.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It sounded quite close.
Phil or Wayne, are you receiving?
What?
Some of footsteps. Tell me about that.
I heard that.
Come from that corner.
Which corner?
The one where that one. Movement maybe.
What is that?
There's been reports that people hear voices and see stuff on the ground. Is this you trying to make yourself known? Are you curious why people still come to the castle?
I can't say anything now.
Did you notice the female vocal sound a moment ago? Listen again with the audio enhanced and you'll see why that it's very important to check every piece of recorded audio carefully.
I can't say anything now.
Where are you? Are you there? Right.
Hello.
What was that? I just went across there then.
What do you see?
Thought I saw some black one across there. Okay, Wayne and myself have just come out of the torture chamber area and we're now going to sit in the chapel area for a bit. Right, we're heading towards the altar and the chapel in the middle of Tutbury Castle grounds. The castle main area is there, as you can see. Okay, is there anybody here in the chapel? Any, I don't know, monks or religious people here? We are sat on the altar. Can you come and give Wayne and myself a message? Can you speak to us? Perhaps we can try and, perhaps you can try and show yourself as a light anomaly or walk amongst us.
What?
Whispering.
Huh?
Oh, wait, that is still whispering again.
You heard a whisper?
Whispering.
Huh?
Whispering.
Whispering?
Yeah, not just one. It's like a conversation.
Whoa, hello.
You didn't just bang anything then, did you?
Not us.
Okay, thanks. I didn't think it had come from that. It wasn't the same area as that last sound that came from.
No, but it was here somewhere.
Right.
That was really loud.
It was loud.
Okay, so myself and Jane on Vigil 1 on the hub. Got a little bits. First of all, while the lights went upstairs before Sarah and Ben went up there, I could swear I saw something on camera 3. We've looked back, can't see anything, but it might be worth looking at in more detail with the other cameras. Then about 15-20 minutes later, downstairs, down here in the kitchen where the hub is, a really loud bang from through to where the kitchen is. The camera should have picked it up. Almost certainly it was really loud, so we'll wait to see what comes of that.
So, like, I was stood here, just in front of me, and people are like whispering conversation to each other. Just somewhere over there, like either in the hallway or just by the fireplace, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like people going, like two people to each other. I couldn't make anything out of the same, but that's what it sounded like.
Okay, how was that?
I saw, but I took like a step back when I heard it, and then it kept going.
Alright, okay. Somebody here now? Are you here? Are you trying to speak to us?
I was kind of facing this big window with the door on my right hand side, and I heard what sounded like a conversation, like a whispering conversation from either just outside in the hallway or just inside the door, and it just sounded like I couldn't really make anything out, but it was like two voices were going back to each other, talking to each other about it.
Do you want to come to the altar and pray? You can do, we don't mind if you want to do that.
Any of these soldiers what used to protect this castle? Are you still protecting it now?
What the hell's that on there? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Look at my freaking torch. Shine your torch there.
Look. Nice.
Yeah, I know. Where is it?
It's gone.
Has it? Yeah. Can you torch come out into a smaller beam?
That was weird, that.
There we go, that's it. Obviously an animal, isn't it?
I don't know. It was
Surely.
so quick. It was so quick because by the time I put it on, it had lit up, and I said, "Look at that!" And then when we did, then I shone again, it was gone.
Yeah.
Right,
Probably a
that's all
fox
that
or
cameras.
something. Should go and have a look.
Oh, he never says no about fucking hiking. Come on, for the love of the night out, he says.
Yeah.
A bit of ghost hunting, he says. Now he's got me climbing castles, he says. Careful on that ball, you. Say that.
Okay, first Vigil and myself and Wayne were in the area known as the Torture Chamber. Spider Central, as we nicknamed it. We had a couple of bits and pieces, noises-wise, but nothing kind of physical or visual.
So we were stood in the chapel there, and we looked up, and the actual eyes were just there.
There.
So you see the moss is there on top of the wall?
Is it ivy?
Or ivy or whatever it is.
Well, that's quite interesting. That's the privy. That's where they used to tip out the privy, and Mary's house is at the bottom there, on there. But yes, it could be a cat there. There is a big drop the other side, but it's not that big. Something could have got up on there, like a cat or something,
Right, okay.
and looked down, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
be a sheep or... Oh no, it's nothing like that at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
It would have to be something pretty agile.
And it definitely didn't come this way, and talking of a bird, it didn't fly off, if you know what I mean.
Well, that is a hell of a drop there, you see, but you would... 1 minute's there, but the other side is the moat, but it's a dry moat, as I've told you.
Yeah.
But a cat could probably jump down there, because they can drop down 6 or 7 foot fairly easily, so it could be, but it is still a bit of a mystery.
Or a fox.
Yeah, I know, I don't think it could be a fox. I think you need something more agile than that. Foxes can go up a bit, but not leap necessarily that high. I don't think a fox could do that.
No.
A cat could.
That's before it would class
Yeah,
as
because it was only classed as a symptom
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
last
later on, but you
6 weeks. What else did you have? Did you have a stiff neck and...
I had,
bronchitis,
I
didn't
thought
you?
somebody said something through there.
Oh, so someone did. No, somebody
I
said
heard
something.
something.
Yeah, where the neck and...
I had,
A stiff neck and...
I had, did somebody just come through on the radio about 30 seconds ago?
No.
Oh no, we heard something.
No.
But then it didn't do the beep afterwards.
No, it didn't do the beep after,
But
but we
some-
definitely
it
heard
did.
something.
There was
No,
something
it was
like, no,
more
it,
than a buzz, it was distinctive
it was
words.
like words that came through.
But this whispering business that's been talked about a lot.
It's interesting that Ben's picking
Twice.
things
Well,
up.
he's young,
Yeah,
isn't
he
he?
does, he gets it quite a bit.
I did have definitely this French speaking one little girl one day, and she was a little girl, it was nothing to do with a ghost hunt, said to me, there's a man in the toilet so I can't see him and he's whispering to me in French. And that really upset me because she was going to the loo. You know, I didn't like that. And of course he's supposed to be a nasty piece of work, but this business talking. And that's what Ben described. But she knew it was French, as Ked did.
Bloody hell, you trying to remember, John. If you can hear my voice or see us in this room, please do come to the room with us. If you don't want to come into the room, then perhaps you can make a noise outside. Who's walking about?
So, we are down at the gatehouse. The grand entrance to Tutbury Castle and the grounds. And what an entrance it is. It's absolutely phenomenal. To my left, you can see the floors, effectively. And you can see the second floor. Where something is said to appear from.
A man came to me one day in the summer, in August. Not a creepy night, not dark, not 12 o'clock at night, and he said, "Who's that idiot in armour who just told me to get over the fence?" We didn't have anybody here in armour. What he'd seen was the keeper of the lodge, who would stop people at the gate. And if they didn't have a proper pass, he'd say, "Get thee hence." And he said, "He's told me to get over the fence."
Does something want to appear? Come forward, let us know you're here. Come and say hello. Come and talk to us. Okay. If there are any spirits here, is someone outside? Is someone else in the grounds? Someone else in the radio?
It's in my pocket.
Is someone else in the grounds outside?
Shouldn't be, it's locked.
Say again, Dale.
Is anybody else outside with myself and Jane?
No, we're all inside.
Oh, fuck. I've just seen a shadow.
Where? Grab the camera.
Oh, God.
Calm down.
Straight across there. It walks straight across there.
What?
Clear as day.
Come on, let's have a look
Clear
then.
as fucking day.
Come on then. Come on.
It was where that, whatever that is there.
Where?
That, what I'm pointing the torch at.
I can't see.
Dale, are you okay?
Yeah, I've just seen a shadow. Clear as day walk past
There's
me.
nothing showing on the camera because it's so
Figure.
dark.
Shadow walked straight past me from about 20 yards.
Right, did you get it?
Excellent. Did you get it on camera?
No.
No,
No,
it's
it's
too
too
dark.
dark.
The night vision isn't picking it up.
It's that
Is
little.
it still there?
No, well, I'm talking to where it was, where I saw it.
In front of that. That way. No, that it's
It's just
too
pitch
dark
black,
up here.
yeah,
The night
can't
vision
see
isn't
it.
picking it up. No, it walked. I'm scared to do it.
Don't be daft, you're alright. What's he say?
It was what I saw. Stay there, Jane, if you can pick me up. It walked here.
Did you see it with your own eyes?
Straight across to here. Straight through there.
Okay.
Clear as day.
Wow. Excellent.
Fuck.
So she said tonight, so everybody's like, oh, I want to be with Jane. So,
So you can see something.
yeah, and nobody else.
Sometimes with paranormal investigations, people are desperate to see something.
Did you hear footsteps?
Yes. Shh. I did.
You're right, Jane.
Sorry to interrupt you.
It tends to come when you're talking.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Honestly, I saw it goes
I
clear as day
completely
across.
believe you.
I know, but I'm trying to explain it to myself. Because I can't explain it. Do you know what I mean? Clear as day. Clear as fucking day. You stood under the archway.
Yeah.
I was to the left-hand side of the arch as you're looking at it, and I was just looking down that way and I saw the shadow.
And it
The
walked
figure.
straight in front of you, a figure.
20 feet away.
Is that all?
20 yards away, maybe.
Blimey, it must have been
It
amazing.
was 5.5 foot tall, possibly.
Tell me again. 5.5
About
foot
5.5
tall.
foot
That
tall.
my height.
Yeah, just walked straight
Do you know
in
why I
front
love
of
this? People always get it wrong, you see. They always say that people are much taller, particularly if they're
No,
army
it
or
wasn't
something.
tall at
No,
all.
5'5" would be a good sized man then, in the, say, Tudor period or
Yeah, I don't know.
14th century. How
But it was
fantastic.
clear as day.
So-
right
no, it
across.
sounds dead
And
right.
it wasn't someone casting a shadow.
No.
It was the shadow that I saw. It was a figure of a
But you
person.
saw, did you see the stride of it? Did you see the stride?
Yeah, you could see it clear
It
as
was
day.
clear. And straight into the bushes.
I can't explain.
No, I've got it.
I can't put it into words.
Are you alright? Has it shaken you up?
Yeah, it has.
Oh,
Are you okay?
I'll make you a drink.
Are you alright?
Yeah, no, it was just. I'm just picturing it back. It was clear as
Don't
fucking day.
you cry, that's my trick.
It was. Oh my god.
I'm
You're
taking you
okay.
very seriously because you've had literally a shock. This figure has walked straight in front of you.
It was clear as day. Walked from right to left.
And into the
I
bushes
can't-
and disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't a local. That's right.
I couldn't see anything because I was looking on the night vision and it wasn't casting far enough. So when Dale's saying it's there, I was getting nothing at all.
I
Couldn't see
didn't react to it straight away because I thought I was seeing things, but then I was playing it back in mind and I saw it.
I think it's been a remarkable experience for you, although it's knocked you about. I'll make you a cup of coffee.
You know exactly how I felt after
Yeah,
the week now,
yeah.
don't you?
I can't explain it. It was just so fucking clear, so vivid.
Not sure if you can pick this up on camera, but Dale is downstairs in the hubcam, and he's explaining to the people on the hub that he's actually seen something, and I think he's quite a bit emotionally upset with it, to be honest, from what I can hear.
Okay, so we are heading back for night 2 at Tutbury Castle.
Yeah, it was a good first night, last night. A few little bits and pieces, but the main thing obviously happened to Dale, which shook him up quite a bit. So we'll see if we can get some more of that today, later on.
You were with Dale then last night, Jane, so what do you reckon it's going to be like tonight?
Well, I'm planning on trying to spend some more time up there, to be quite honest, because my night vision wasn't reaching, so I didn't see what Dale saw, and it did shake him up quite badly, so I want to do a little bit more mooching about, see if I can see anything myself.
Can I come with you?
Yeah.
I want to go down that area.
Damn, we'll all go down the gatehouse.
I'm jealous, because both you and Dale have seen something now. I want to see something.
You've had audibles though, quite a few.
Yeah, but it's not seen something. That's next level.
Most activity that's kind of experienced is audible stuff, Ben, so
Yeah.
you can't complain too much.
We have our competition winner. This is Anita, who is joining us for our second night of filming at Tutbury Castle. Now, last night we had a very interesting evening, didn't we, Dale? Anita doesn't know what happened to you
so
last
I'm not
night.
going to give too much away.
No.
Excited?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First time at Tutbury?
Yes.
And
Lovely place.
here you are with us, so you've got to put up with our banter. But we'll look after you. I think we're going to have a good evening.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely stunning evening.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
We're just here as the sun's going down, which, apologies, but I'm sort of silhouetting, but you can just see the shape of the castle, and there up on the hill is the folly, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. So we've kind of enjoyed sitting out and enjoying the evening before we get started. I think we're going to be in for a really good night.
Could be a treat, I hope.
Perfect.
Doing a vigil with Wayne might be the scariest thing you do.
Really?
Yeah, might be.
Or it could be the nicest thing you do.
The nicest thing you do. Yeah, but we don't know yet.
Yes.
The
night is young.
If they decide to come out to play with us tonight, then it could be really,
Yes,
really
and
interesting.
if you do get touched, it could be me.
I'm sure you're not that desperate, are you, Anita? Hey?
Didn't mean it, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Bob. Sorry, Bob. Cut that.
Tell me what you're doing with this microphone then.
Right, we've got the storeroom just behind me. Lesley has asked us politely not to film in there, but she has given us permission to put audio in there. Last night, on the first night, we had myself and Jane on the hub, had quite a few knocks and taps from above us, which is where the storeroom is, and the hub is directly below us. Now,
Okay, and this is actually the area where Ben heard that noise, where he actually heard the voice say what when he whispered.
yeah, so we think this would be a good place to get some audio.
He actually said that it came from that door as well, so
Right, okay.
yeah, so it'd be interesting
It's a shame we
to...
can't get video, but this is the next best thing.
Absolutely.
Do something up from there.
Yeah, cool, nice one.
So you two
Yeah,
are starting on the hub.
yeah,
Yes.
look at us.
Wonderful.
very
Look
rare.
at you.
Very rare vigil.
I think we've only ever done this once.
We have, haven't we?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, they're not.
Put it away.
Got
Wayne
guests.
and Ben. Where are you going?
To the South Tower.
To the South Tower. South Tower. That's outside.
Yes.
Yes. Jane?
It was close. The King's bedroom and the Great Hall.
With
And
Anita. And
you.
Right, I'm going to follow you. You lead the way.
Okay.
Do you want the torch?
Yes, please.
Oh. Right then, tell us a little bit about where we're going into.
So, this is just up there.
Yep.
That was Mary Queen of the Scots' bedroom.
Okay.
And currently the floor is gone.
Yep.
So we're going to go into that bit down there.
Yep.
Which is where I believe troops were kept for a while. So they kept troops down there, and they would all sleep in there together just below that bedroom. I think it's different time periods, but so what we should be hoping to see is a marching man like what Dale got, or Mary Queen of Scots if we look out from there. Hopefully, because she's been seen all over the place, hopefully we'll see her running around the grounds at some point.
Okay.
Mary Queen of Scots is supposed to have been seen twice in the time I've been here, never tragically by me. But she's only ever seen, apparently, by people in the armed forces. Isn't that interesting? She's seen in black or white, and I know for a fact she wore black or white throughout the whole of her captivity. Crossing the lawn at speed in the 1980s, a Marine saw her.
But this, if we want to see her anywhere, we're most likely here. She's also been seen at the top as well up there.
Yeah, that's what Lesley was saying, wasn't it? That's another favourite sighting up there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But when I was here one night, it must be 15 years ago, we had about 200 people camped in the top car park. They were all army, but they weren't here for an army excursion. They were here to be army of a different period, although they really were in the British Army. This was a hobby of theirs. And they said in the morning, "Oh, you did frighten us. You did a brilliant job appearing up on the South Range as Mary Queen of Scots in your gown, looking down. We loved it." I said I wasn't here. "Oh yeah, very funny." "No, I wasn't here." "But you were in a white gown." "I haven't got a white gown." And that was a mass sighting.
But we don't actually have the key for up there because Mum doesn't trust us not to fall down.
Okay.
They're the kind of stairs that you like to fall down, you see.
Yes, I do have an habit of falling down stairs. So Sarah won't trust me to go up there because she believe I'd fall down and join Mary Queen of Scots.
I haven't got a torch.
I've got a torch. Obviously all wires on the floor as well. King's room.
Okay, this is night 2, first vigil. Myself and Sarah on the hub cam, and we're monitoring CCTV footage. And as we look at it on the monitor for you guys at home, top left is in the Great Hall upstairs, looking across the stairwell and into the King's Bedchamber. Top right is an expanded view of the Great Hall, which includes the fireplace, the throne, a replica dress of Queen Mary's, and a suit of armour. Bottom left is just out here in front of us, looking up at the stairs. And bottom right is a view of the grounds, looking out towards the gatehouse and the North Tower.
Very atmospheric.
Yeah, and if you can see the little area, looks like a square with a tiny light on top of it, that is actually the well. And it's 143 feet down to the bottom.
Oh, this is nice, isn't it? So, what were you saying now about the fireplace?
So right there is
Yeah.
the fireplace, and if you can see these little holes here, like there,
Yeah.
and there,
Yeah.
there, they would be the beams. That's where like the ceiling would be.
So that'd be like the joist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that would be like the hallway. And apparently when Leslie's been up there herself, up scaffolding, she's felt really eerie up there, and I think she's heard noises and it's kind of creeped her out, so she doesn't really like going up there, because she's had to go all the way up there to clean everything out.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get some activity above us, or just around us, in general.
We have to be aware that we are, even though we've come down some stairs into a building, we are still out in the elements. There is no roof on. So we're just going to have to be careful about the audibles, what we hear, because we could still be hearing stuff from outside.
Okay, so here we are in the King's room. Myself, Jane and our competition winner Anita for the first vigil of the night. How are you feeling, Anita?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Nervous? Excited?
A bit of both, I think.
Yeah. Jane, how are you feeling?
Fine, yeah, great.
So I'm quite nervous as to what could happen tonight. Excited as well.
It's a little creak on the stairs. Yeah,
I think so, yeah. Okay, if there are any spirits here with us this evening for our second evening at Tutbury, you must be used to us by now. We were here last night. Can you come and let us know you're here again?
There's actually graffiti in there from, I believe, 1818. So written, carved into the walls. And the funny thing about it is, it's like written in Times New Roman, like the font.
Oh yeah.
Everything, so it's like, you know, in modern day sort of scribbles.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like they do the T's and like they do little extra bits on the
Yeah,
sides, and it all looks really posh. All the little carvings are done.
Oh, excellent.
Is there anybody here like to come forward? And that's know you're here. Keep getting cold in this corner.
See if there's anything coming across from here. Yeah, like a draft. And travel round. Can't feel anything, but that doesn't mean say.
I'm not sure if the fireplace is...
It does work, it's his working fireplace.
Yeah, so you could get a draft from there, potentially.
Mary? That's it's like a duck or something, isn't it?
Yeah, like a duck.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, okay, so what we can hear now, me and Ben have determined that's like
It's like a geese flying over.
yes, it is geese that in it, yeah. Okay, so that's a flock of geese coming over. Okay, so we'll just let that pass.
You can't actually see them.
Just let that pass.
If you do a sweep of the room,
Creaking upstairs.
everything apart from...
Just to let you know, Dale, probably about a minute ago when Jane was just explaining over the walkie, we heard a bit of a crack of a floorboard above us, which would have come from around, I think probably around that corridor and entrance into the room where the Zoom is set up, you know, where Ben heard the whisper.
You hear that? We have creaked a little bit in here, but you wouldn't hear that above you.
No, because they're, hang on a minute, I've got my bearings here. They are that way. So what's that?
Stairs. Storage room.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was a big thing.
That was quite a big, really quite a big thud. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was a big thing.
That was quite a big, really quite a big thud.
Midnight.
What was that?
I've no idea. I don't even know what that could be.
Sounds like it came from in this room.
It does.
Okay, so me and Ben were just going to go down into this doorway where you can see me pointing here. As Ben was forward, you could hear the walkie-talkie on, so obviously Ben was occupied by that. And just here, I heard like the rustling of cloth, like somebody had just either popped out of this doorway or was just going into that doorway. And the only way I could describe it is like, you know, like material. Like material rubbing.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Because I can hear the flag, which is material, which is above me, but this was behind to my right, which would have been this doorway here. Obviously Ben wouldn't have heard that because he was occupied with the radio. So, good stuff.
Just missed out.
Okay. And Ben heard, what did you hear from this doorway, Ben?
Sound like a footstep.
Okay.
Have we got a sneaky cobweb built already on that CCTV?
Surely not.
Oh. Little spiders decided to take up residence, do we think?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Sneaky spiders.
Sneaky.
Sneaking.
Sneaking.
Okay, so now me and Ben's in the second room of the
It sounds like a dog, I think. Barking.
What's that?
That sounds like a door creaking. There isn't a door up there.
Go eye a retouch. What's that?
Is it a flag?
No, because the flag's that side of us. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's coming from in there.
On top.
Well, I just don't know what that is. Okay, so...
Sounds like it's on the very top, doesn't it?
Right, let's go back outside and get your bearings where that flag is, Ben.
It's over
I thought it was over there as well, yeah, so why are we hearing? Why are we hearing something there then?
It's not even windy.
What would you describe that sound as? I hope you can pick up what we're hearing. We're hearing sounds from the very top or this doorway.
I think it's at the very top.
But we are aware of a flag, but the flag is this side of us. So on the far corner of the south tower. So we should not be hearing the sound from this side, and we are.
I don't know what to describe it
No,
as.
I don't. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Hello? Is anybody there? That's getting louder.
It just sounds like someone walking about, like if someone's above you walking.
Hello? Let me get closer to that. Oh, I didn't make. You know I've got this vision of something just running out of that doorway, don't you?
Yeah, straight at you.
Straight at me, yeah. Hello? Is anybody up there?
Mary, is that you?
What my beard was it?
No, it sounded like a voice.
Did it?
Yeah. Like somebody singing.
I missed it.
Listen. It's sort of an...
I didn't hear it. Did you do it again? I still didn't hear it. You sure?
Yeah.
So why is it just stopped then?
It's not still going.
But it got really loud, didn't it? Like it coming towards us.
is going on? You know what I mean? Like creaky floors above you.
Yeah.
If someone's walking around,
Yeah,
it's
someone walking. Absolutely, definitely someone walking.
Like, I want to say it's honestly from Mary's room across the other side.
I think we should go in there then, yeah?
Like, but up on top, you know, like where her room actually would be.
Hello, Mary? Is this you walking about, Mary? If it is, I'm very, very appreciative. Could you come and say hello to me and Ben? Is that you, Mary? Come on, Mary.
Do you want to go round to the other side?
Yeah, I do. I need to check it completely out. I want to show the guys where the flag is from where we're going out and then go back into that room. Because I can't describe that sound.
Watch this noise.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, did you accept that?
Like a scream.
Eh? I heard like a...
I heard it more of a kind of a singing.
No, I didn't hear that.
So, let's just get to grips with what me and Ben are seeing and hearing now. So we are now stood back outside the South Tower, and
it going from up there, or in her room.
We cannot hear the sound from out here.
No.
So the flag is not making that sound, so we can discard the flag. So me and Ben are going back into Mary's, just below Mary's bedroom, and we're going to see if we can hear the sound from in there, so we can try discard what could be possibly causing it. So now, me and Ben at the other side of this doorway where I'm pointing the torch there, that's the corridor, and the doorway what we were seeing on the other side. And what me and Ben, or what I'm hearing, is something walking in here, or along that corridor to that doorway, or even from that height there.
Would it be an idea?
Go on.
For you to go back into the other room,
yes,
and I stay in here,
okay,
and see if you can hear
it.
Cool,
I can do that.
Do you think we'll be able to hear each other from here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
You take torch.
You take torch because you can't let us see otherwise.
Okay. You alright?
Yeah. So you tell me if you can still hear that noise.
Yeah, good idea, man.
And I'll stand here in the dark, pooping my pants. Why do I do this to myself? It's absolutely terrifying in here. It's pitch black, and I can't get out if I tried. Also, the camera won't really focus, so... Yeah? Can see your torch. So Wayne is in there right now. He's trying to have his torch up. Seeing if he can hear the same noise again, which I cannot hear in this room. Do you hear anything? Wayne! No, it's going back, okay.
Absolutely nothing now, Ben. It's completely quiet. Now, is that because you're stood in here?
Do you want to try me in there and you in here?
Right, okay.
Do you want me to film or do you want to film?
No, you film. You go for it, mate. And then if you do hear it, you've got it on camera, haven't you?
Yeah.
You alright going down there? You might take the torch with you as well, because you can go down steps, aren't you?
Yeah, but we're still in pitch black.
It's okay.
Okay. It is really dark in here.
Yeah. They are quite dangerous steps, so.
Okay. So, as we have just done, Wayne came into this little area here where I am now going because we heard a noise in here and we want to see if we can actually hear the noise again whilst he is also actually in that room.
Right.
Anything?
We got that big bang, which was really quite loud in
Yeah,
here.
we heard it quite loudly up there.
I thought I heard sort of like a really high pitched, sort of a childlike kind of singing.
Told you.
Did you hear it?
I thought it. Well, Jane said it was like a wheezy exhale. I said I thought it was like vocal singing.
How strange.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what I said.
Got Sara on camera saying that.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear anything.
I said the same.
A couple of times I heard it.
Oh, I only heard it once. We only heard it once. But yeah, I said I thought it was
Very
singing.
faint, but quite
high. Yeah, quite high pitched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh,
How weird. I didn't hear a thing. She kept looking at me like...
Did you not?
I didn't hear nothing.
Okay, so we have just completed the first vigil on the hub, watching CCTV.
Yep.
And I think the most major thing that we had happen was quite a loud bang.
Yeah, that was towards the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was towards the end of the vigil, so we're not sure where that come from. But the guys upstairs in the Great Hall also heard it.
It did actually sound like it came from the room that we were
It
actually
did,
in.
yeah. So that
the
was
sort of far end of it.
interesting. And you thought you heard kind of a childlike singing.
I did, and it was one of those moments where, because we've got quite a lot of white noise in here, because where we are at the moment situated, we've got like refrigerators, so it was almost childlike, really high pitched, sort of like singing, only a few notes, and I kind of second guessed it because of all the other white noise. But strangely enough, when Dale and Jane and Anita have just come back down from upstairs, Dale asked me if I've got anything, and I've just said this to him, and apparently they heard a high-pitched, childlike singing.
But not at the same time.
So we sit some dodgy stairs. Here I am. I'm just going to stand here for a little bit longer than Wayne did, see if we can... Oh my god. Wayne, can you hear it? I can. I can hear it. I don't know if it is the flag, but I'm not sure. Can you see? He can't see anything in his touch. Can you hear it again?
No way.
As if you can't.
It's completely quiet in there.
I'm not sure if it's the flag or not, you know.
Okay.
So... Can you hear it now?
Is it looking on that thermal imaging cam? Is it showing up any kind of a cold spot?
Just turn this off for a second, because... Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Well, those are it's waiting up.
Is it a flag, do you think?
I don't know. We can't discard it as not being...
Yeah.
We can't discard it as not being the flag. But, let me ask you, if it is the flag, why can't we hear it in that room? In there? Because there's no roof on either building.
Wait one second. I can hear the flag now. Yeah. I think that's the flag.
You think it's flag?
If you come over here, you can hear it coming from where the flag is. Which is up there.
Okay.
On my left side, at the back, it was rather cold. And it was a drafty cold that I felt. And yourself came over to check.
We looked at it and we couldn't replicate it. We couldn't feel any drafts from... You've got a fireplace there, you've got the two stairways. We couldn't
No, but there
feel
was
anything.
Definitely a cold spot there.
Would stop being windy right now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, you could be right. It's too close to not discard it in it.
I think it could be the flag.
Acoustics would be. It could bounce the sound round into this building.
Yeah, exactly.
That way
That's what I'm thinking.
But it's behind us.
That's not the flag. That is footsteps. Where?
See, this is it. So we now focus on that flag, and now we've heard something else.
Yeah.
Which would definitely not the flag. It won't the flag.
That's just gone straight through my body. Okay. That's footsteps. That's like. That just sounded like, you know, when you actually bump your foot into something.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
And we had the flag. What's that?
It sounded like crying.
That's a footstep.
That was a footstep.
Boom.
The flag's not moving. It wasn't at the moment.
It wasn't from that way.
And again, it sounds like it's coming from literally in here. Like, it sounded like it came from that corner just then.
That's a dog. The dog in the background. We moved to the second room and went down the stairs, and we heard like what we thought at the time was like walking towards us.
Just above though?
Yeah,
like
just above.
Floorboards above you kind of thing.
Yeah, and so the acoustics are, well, I think playing games with us, and we think it was the flag. So we discarding that to a certain extent, and then we heard another 2 footsteps.
Yeah, whilst we were staring at the flag as well.
So we were staring at the flag, trying to like knock out the first sound we heard, and then we heard the 2 footsteps again.
Right, so you guys are taking second sitting on the hub?
Yes.
Yes. Right, have fun. There's nobody upstairs, you know, because we're all going to be outside now, in different areas, so if you hear any noises from upstairs, then that will be very interesting. Okay, have fun. Bye.
Okay,
See you in bed.
See you in a bit.
So me, Phil and Nita is now on Vigil 2, and we're heading over to the torture chamber. So let's go.
Isn't it alright when you've got to unlock your own dungeon?
Our special guest for tonight, and Anita is now in charge of the walkie, and now she's opening the door of the torture chamber. Nice and steady, love. You down? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember yesterday we were having a conversation saying we were jealous that we're not seeing anything, and then you go and see something.
Mate, I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. I just hope, because I sort of doubt myself, because it was so unbelievable kind of thing. I sort of doubt myself, and I just hope you guys believe me.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? I only say that because I'm doubting myself. I'm just worried that you guys doubt me. But as I say, it was just so vivid. It's as if you're looking at that.
Did you actually stare at it, or was it like kind of caught your eye?
No, I watched it.
So we seem to be having a few issues with our equipment, our cameras and our batteries. This is the second time my battery warning lights come on. Sarah and Phil is trying to sort the second camera out, which is done the same. We had the same last night. My torch battery drained, and also my light battery's drained. These are fresh batteries, fresh out the packet tonight. Good branded battery. I won't mention the names.
Someone's taking the energy or something.
How do you feel down here, Anita?
Yeah, all right, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. bit smelly, but...
Yeah, that's just me. Do apologise.
It's got like a dampy perfume, I suppose.
It's got a constant temperature though in here, hasn't it? Because it's the same temperature it was when it was really hot the other day.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
But I could see arms and legs moving. I could see what I thought.
Was it like marching?
Yeah. Yeah, well, say marching, it was just very regimented, very strict
Like
movement.
Like
it was
with a proper purpose, like anxious to be over.
purposeful. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. I'd say it wasn't such as marching. It was purposeful.
Is there anybody here who would like to come and speak to us or make a noise to let us know you're here? There must have been a few people that lost their lives in here.
Just stop you 1 second. Is somebody shining a light outside, Jane?
Yeah.
Okay, right, sorry, I've just seen a flash of light. Okay, right. Sorry, Nia.
That's all right. Do you want to make a noise to let us know you're here? Or touch one of us?
Did you hear that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good. Keep going, love. Keep going.
Would you like to come and touch one of us to let us know that you're here? Or make a noise? Would you like to come and talk to us? Or sing? Or moan? Or come and touch one of us? Or come and touch one of us?
I didn't react to it straight away because I almost didn't believe what I saw. It's like, I've just seen something. There was a good, what felt like 10 seconds before I saw something, before I said something.
What are they doing? I'll come back.
Guess what?
What? Go on. Oh, you
It's not working on my camera.
shitting me.
I'm not shitting you.
I thought you were going to come back and say you've seen some of them.
Yeah.
Excited then.
Yeah.
Didn't it work though?
My camera stopped working, night vision stopped working.
So I'm here on my own now. Everybody's left me. Which I must admit, it does feel different once you are on your own. But we'll give it a go. Is anybody down here with me in this room? Could you make yourself known? Just gotta go find the walkie. Somebody's trying to communicate with us. Shit. That's me just fell down the fucking top step. Tripped over the top step there. Which is not the first time I've fallen over steps. So there's that one. Just nearly broke my ankles on that step. Thank you very much. Hi Dale, I'm receiving you. Yeah, good mate.
Everything looks green. But the actual night vision illumination is not working. It's just turned, it looks like you've just got a green filter on you.
Yeah. On a colour screen kind of thing.
But I'd love it if you could tell me something about this magnificent place. If you could show me something. Okay. That's pretty freaky. I don't know if you've picked that up on my mic. I just heard a scuffle from over there.
It's done this to your camera, it did that to my camera.
Well, and your track thing as well, does. Your battery was dead on your track thing, wasn't it?
That's more than just coincidence.
My phone battery
Sure.
keeps going down. I'm having to recharge it constantly.
It's definitely something worth mentioning on reaction.
You get anything?
Yeah.
Watch the kids now.
And you film here. How you feeling? Sorry? Yes. And you film here. How you feeling? Sorry? Yes.
Did you see someone moaning? Oh, that's fine.
Male, female?
Pretty faint.
Okay.
Ben's got one on him.
Ben, have you got my torch?
Yeah. Well,
I probably saw it for 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. Maybe. But I say it was clear as day, and that's what didn't register with me, because I thought it was just almost normal, because it was so clear, so vivid. It was only after I replayed it in my mind, it was like, shit, what was that?
Yeah.
I've just seen something. And that's what I said to you, didn't I, Jane?
Yeah,
I said, shit, I've just seen something.
We walked up, didn't we?
Because if you're saying it was
See, who's that walking in front of the hut now? See, that's exactly what it was, like that. But then it just disappeared.
Okay, so me and Nita's going to come and join you, because I've limited night vision, Ben, because the top light's gone. So I'll come and film.
it's very faint and far off, but it sounds like a woman's voice, kind of like a moan.
Okay. Did you not? Did you say that you had a moan?
Yeah,
Nita?
in the church.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'll kind of just place myself right here because I can see on top of up there. I can see where the flag is, so that's where Mary's supposed to be stood. I also see the land as well up there, so I can see if someone's going to run across.
Walking across, yeah.
So I kind of just place myself so I can see everything from there.
And that's where the torch tower is.
Don't fall over, you're right.
Yeah. Apologies to everybody at home, but I can't swing round to show you what Ben's pointing to, because with very limited night vision, as we're getting a lot of power drainage on the equipment tonight and camera issues.
It's really bizarre, isn't it?
I've only got the night vision of the camera, which is at this distance, just picking up Ben and Anita. But hopefully the mic will pick anything up what we can hear.
So have they all gone back down there now to try and recreate it?
And Ben's right, because everybody's now focused on that down there, and you can't neglect the rest, because something could happen as Ben's rightfully done, come up here on his own and caught a woman's moan. Ben's heard a woman's moan.
Yeah?
It is because when we were in the torture chamber,
Sorry.
what Anita there as well.
A moan. So I think we have to check that. And also it sounded like something, because I thought it was you, Sarah, when you was outside. I didn't realise you had gone. Someone said, I think the last question was, did you die here? And it was like a, yeah.
Doing some calling out. I were asking, could they show me anything from their time, smells, sounds, and I heard a scuffle from the corner of the room, which was quite interesting. So I'm hoping my cameras might pick that up. And then Anita's rejoined me, and you were asking out beside me, weren't you?
Yeah.
And what was the last question you asked?
Did you die? Did you die here?
And the response you
And
got?
was there? Yeah. Well, that's what I heard, so I'm just
Okay.
hoping that it did pick it up.
Yeah, and then after that you heard like a moan, which is quite interesting because when we left and we went over to the gate, Ben heard a woman's moan as well, which is very, very close in vicinity of where we was at the time for what you heard.
Okay, so tonight has been a rather strange one in the sense that we just seem to be having so many issues with equipment. And first of all, I'm a bit gutted about this, and I don't know whether or not it's something that can be fixed or if it's an issue with a camera. It was working fine last night, but when I've gone out to do a vigil outside, funnily enough in an area which you were out at the time, I've gone to switch my night vision on and it's not working. It's just not working. We're just getting so many technical issues, battery drains. I'm hoping that the spirits will be kind to us and please fix my camera. But all in all, I think we've had a perfect time here. It's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
Right, we don't know if the audio's been working, the mics. We've just been upstairs to the Great Hall to get the CCTV cams and the Zoom, and Zoom's turned off.
It was on, it was all set up.
It was on when we started.
Yeah, I watched them set it up.
We haven't checked it throughout the night because it just plays itself, and well, it plays itself. It does. It's always lasted all night, and I've come to unplug it all, and it's all turned off.
Are you kidding me? This is weird. Do you not think this is weird? Everybody, yeah, anybody?
Yeah, I'm a bit fed of it.